Hi students, welcome to the next session of physics class. Today onwards we are discussing new topic work, energy, power. I hope all of you wrote exams well, isn't it? So all of you submitted. So next topic work, energy, power. So first we are going to define work, later about energy, later about power we are going to discuss. Again, first we will discuss PU, next we are going to discuss competitive on this lesson. So before going to give the definition of work done, we have to discuss scalar product. Already I told you in units and measurements you got scalar product definition, and in motion in a plane already sir gave introduction for scalars and vector scalar product. I told you I think we will go very detailed definition of scalar product in this chapter, because from that definition only we are going to get work done. Now is it a scalar or vector or dimension formulas? It will be common for each and every lesson. So for units and dimensions, dimension formulas there is no end. In each and every lesson we are going to write dimension formulas. So in the first we are discussing about scalar product. So in our next, that is system of particles and rotation dynamics, we will discuss about vector product there. Now we are discussing about scalar product. So what is meant by scalar product? Two vectors will be getting product. It will give one time scalar, that is called scalar product. Sometimes it will give vector, that is called vector product. So if you are multiplying two vectors, A bar, B bar, A bar or B bar. So after giving dot product, if you are getting a scalar, C is not vector, it is a scalar, then it is called scalar product. Okay. So if it is coming, let us assume vector, that is called vector product. How we are going to define this one? The definition is very important. Now C is equal to, so A, B cos theta. So A is magnitude of A bar, B is magnitude of B bar. So this one in textbook, how they will write means, C generally, A they will write like this, B they will write like this. Means thick letters they will write. C generally will be the normal letter, A and B bold letters, thick letters they will write. Already we learned this one in LKG, UKG, therefore we don't need to do those many times. On paper, whenever we are writing A bar, B bar, we will write. In textbook, they won't write like that. Very thick letters. Thick letters means in textbook those are vectors. So they won't represent bar above that one. We have to see that small difference. Whenever we are writing on the board, we will write bar. Whenever it is in textbook, thick letters will be there. Just if you want to check means you can check in the textbook. So now A is the magnitude of A bar, B is the magnitude of B bar. What is theta here means angle between two vectors. So this is A bar, this is B bar, this is nothing but theta. So scalar product of these two vectors defined like this, A, B cos theta. But this is according to formula. How we are going to say definition? The product of magnitude of A, magnitude of B and cosine of angle between them. Okay. I have taken here A and B. Some people will take P bar and Q bar. At that time you have to say product of P, product of magnitude of P, magnitude of Q and cosine of angle between them. Okay. So generally you have to say. If you have taken A and B, A, B you will mention. If you have taken P and Q, you will mention P and Q. But generally means A we will call first vector, B we will call second vector. Okay, then how the definition we will say? Product of magnitude of first vector and second vector and angle of cosine between them. In the first and second you can take either P and Q or X and B, X and Y or A and B. So another definition, same definition, how we are going to define this one. This one we can define in two ways. This is one way I said, still we can define in two ways. How we will define in same A bar, B bar. So this is A bar, this is b bar, this is theta. So we can resolve second vector, that is nothing but b bar, in two components. One is already this one we discussed in motion plane, resolution of a vector into two components. B cos theta. What is b cos theta? Component of b bar in the direction of a bar. If you have taken a and b, if I have taken p and q, component of p bar in the direction of, component of q bar in the direction of p bar. Now generally whenever we are saying, you have to say first vector, second vector. Component of second vector in the direction of first vector. Well, now b cos theta is the component of second vector in the direction of first vector, because components two will be there. One is b cos theta, another one is b sin theta. This one we don't want, only we want this one only. Okay, so this is the definition. Why? Because this one we will be having b cos theta. Now what is the name of this one? Component of second vector in the direction of first vector. And what is a definition? What is a here? Magnitude of first vector. Now how we will define a b cos theta? Product of magnitude of first vector and component of second vector in the direction of first vector. So scalar product is defined as product of two products. One is magnitude of first vector, another one is component of second vector in the direction of first vector. Understood? Next, same like this one only we will write like this: a cos theta into b. So ab cos theta or a b cos theta or a cos theta into b, all will be same one. Now what is the name of this one? Just quite opposite to this. So how we will get this one according to diagram means, if you have taken this is a bar, so this is b bar, component means this is a cos theta. Now product of magnitude of second vector and what is the component of this one? Component of first vector in the direction of second vector. This is component of second vector in the direction of first vector, component of first vector in the direction of second vector. All will be same only. Any definition you can write. Define scalar product if they ask means the product of magnitude of two vectors and cosine of angle between them. Cosine of angle between them. This is one definition. Another one is the product of magnitude of first vector and component of second vector in the direction of first vector. Next, this one. Product of magnitude of second vector and component of first vector in the direction of second vector. So these three definitions you have to write carefully. I gave here equation form. This is the definition of scalar product. This is only definition. Whenever we are going for equation form, a bar we will write like this. A bar is equal to, so ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. This is vector in unit vector form. Vector a bar in the form of unit vector. Okay, so a bar is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. This is 3 dimension. 2 dimension means only 2 will come. Okay, next b bar. bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. This is another vector. Just b bar we are writing bx, by, bz, I cap, j cap, k cap. This is also 3 dimensional vector. Now a bar or b bar, how we will write? Now c is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. Now we have to multiply. Whenever multiplying, just normal multiplication you will do. But I cap dot I cap value already we set for you in competitive. I cap dot I cap is equal to I cos theta. So I means I is unit vector. Therefore magnitude is 1. 1 into 1 into both are in same direction, isn't it? Therefore 1 you will get. So by taking this one directly I am writing C is equal to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. That is nothing but C. Now this value is nothing but scalar. So now you got scalar. Now this is the definition and equation for scalar product. And magnitude if you want to find. How we will find magnitude of A bar B bar? Already you came to know. Modulus of A bar is equal to root of AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. There one small example is there. Example 6.1. See that example 6.1 I am going to solve. Find the angle between force F bar is equal to 3I cap plus 4J cap minus K cap. 3I cap plus 4J cap minus 5K cap. So example 6.1. So because chapter number 6, but according to us 5th chapter. Now B bar and displacement 5I cap, 4J cap, 3K cap. 5, 4, 3. 5I cap, 4J cap, 3K cap. Then what they are asking to find? Find the angle between. You have to find angle, and also in addition to that, also find the projection of F on D. Projection of F on D. What does it mean? What is projection means? What is projection means here? Simple. We have written the component. Now B bar is second vector. B bar will resolve into two components. This one is B cos theta. This one is B sin theta. Now B cos theta is nothing but projection of B on A. Projection of B on A. A cos theta is nothing but projection of A on B. Now what they are asking? Projection of F on D. Projection of F on D means what we have to find? F cos theta or D cos theta? We have to find F cos theta. See here, projection of B on A is projection of B cos theta. Therefore, projection of F, then F cos theta. You should find F cos theta. And what is the angle? What is the angle means how we will find? What is the formula? Simply A bar dot B bar is equal to AB cos theta, like that. F bar dot B bar is equal to FD cos theta. Then cos theta is equal to F bar dot D bar by FD. What is F there? Magnitude. D here magnitude. F bar dot D bar. Now substitute one by one. F bar value 3I cap plus 4J cap minus 5K cap dot. This dot is very important. In mathematics both will be same, dot and into, but here it is not like that. Okay. So whenever dot is there, you have to write dot. Whenever into is there, that is different. We will discuss later that one in vector. So 5I cap plus 4J cap plus 3K cap is divided by F. What is the magnitude of F formula? Already you came to know. 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square. 3 square plus 4 square minus 5 4 square. Next D. Root of 5 square plus 4 square plus 3 square. 5 square plus 4 square plus 3 square. So how to do product means already we discussed AX BX. So 3 into 5 15. 4 into 4 16. Minus 5 into 3 minus 15 is divided by 9 plus 16 plus 25. 25 plus 16 plus 9. Both will be same. 25 plus 16 plus 9. So 15 will be cancelled. That is equal to 16 by. So 16 plus 5 25. 25 plus 25 50. So root 50 into root 50. Then cos theta is equal to root x into root x. That is nothing but x. So 16 by 50. If you want to know this one, you should know logarithm table or cosine table. Then only you will come to know. In exam, if they ask me, you can write simply theta is equal to cos inverse 16 by 50. Let us assume something here, 1 by 2 equal. 1 by 2 means cos 60 is 1 by 2. Like that you can solve, otherwise you can solve here. Still if you want to cancel means you can cancel. So 8 2s are 16, 25. 8 by 25 also you can write cos inverse 8 by 25. So this is about scalar product. Just a definition I said for you. This definition you have to write in terms of statement whenever you are writing on the notes. Okay. I hope you remember that statement. You have to write the statement. Otherwise, once again you can see from first you will get the statement. And this is the example problem they gave. So this definition we are going to use for work done. Okay. Now we will see the definition of work done. If you understood well the scalar product definition, so this definition will become very easy for you. So when we can say first, when we can say work is said to be done. So you did work done. Let us assume you are sitting and writing all these notes. Are you doing any work? Okay. So doing any work or not, after getting definition you will be coming to know. But in your home you will say, I am writing notes, I am doing work, you will say. But whether we are doing or not exactly after definition you will be coming to know. So when the work is said to be done means, so applied force, whenever you are applying some amount of force, because of applied force, if any object got displaced, then only we can say work is done on the object by that force. By which force you applied? So because different types of forces will be there, gravitational force will be there, frictional force will be there. Here work is done by force. Work is done by force on the object. What is the definition of that one means? Before going to the definition, again we will see one small example. So this is an object. So we are pulling this object in this direction. Let us assume by making some angle theta. Then whenever we are pulling like this object is moving from here to here. Why we have to pull like this? I will pull like this. Like that also you can take. This is an object. You are pulling like this. This object is moving in this direction. It came here. Displacement is S or D. In textbook I think they might have given D. So first we will see, this is general case. This is only another case. So first we will see general definition, we should give all this. Now how the work is said to be done. So work is said to be done by this force. Work is said to be done by this force because object got displaced. Whenever object got displaced, then only work is said to be done. We will give, after giving the equation you will only get clarity why I am saying object should get displacement. Sometimes object is getting displaced also, work will be zero. We will see that case also. Okay. So the work done is defined as product of which one order means this force we can resolve into two components. One is this one. What is this one now? F cos theta. This one will be F sin theta. We don't want F sin theta, we want in the direction of displacement. So product of component of force in the direction of displacement. There we give first vector, second vector. So but here force and displacements we came to know. Therefore we have to write like this. Product of component of force in the direction of displacement, F cos theta. So this F cos theta is having that much big name. Big name means component of force in the direction of displacement. This is one word. And displacement. So once again I am saying the definition. The product of component of force in the direction of displacement and magnitude of displacement is called work done. Okay. Now this one only they will write according to the previous equation. A cos theta into B. How will you write? A bar dot B bar. Same like that. F cos theta into S. F bar dot S bar. So here work done is scalar. These two, force and displacements are vectors. If you have taken this case means both force and direction both are in same direction, then theta is 0. Theta is 0 means what you will get, that is special case. When theta is 0, you will get simply in this case F into S, product of force and displacement when both are in the same direction. But here force is making some angle. At the time we have to take component of force in the direction of displacement. So how to write the definition means the product of component of force in the direction of displacement and magnitude of displacement, or simply scalar product of force and displacement, that is nothing but F bar or S bar. That one also is defined as work done. So this is the definition for work done. So is it scalar or vector means it is a scalar quantity. But therefore this work done is the example for scalar product. So example of scalar product. I think this one you got in comparative to the units and measurements in that scalar product. We got this one, examples of scalar product. I will say later. So this one, how work done is example for scalar product means like this. If you multiply force and displacement, you will get one scalar because work done is scalar. It won't have direction. In particular direction only work is going to be done. Okay, therefore work done is a scalar quantity. Next, what are the units? So what are the units means you have to see the equation ones. Force units you came to know Newton. Displacement units meter. So Newton meter is the unit of work done. This one only they will write simply joules. Joules, capital J. Joules is the scientist name. Okay, scientist name. Therefore, you can use capital letter. No problem. While writing, you have to use small letter. Joules. Capital J you can use for symbol. Okay, Newton. Why we are using capital N for symbol means Newton is the scientist name. Meter. Okay, Newton meter or joule. This is CA, MKS or SI units. CGS units means in place of Newton what you will get? Times centimeter. This one only we will write ergs. So 1 joule is equal to how many ergs they will ask. Already we got this one. To convert the units, 1 Newton equal to 10 power 5 times. Either 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 ergs. Ergs is the CGS unit. Joule is the MKS or SI unit they will say. Newton meter, dyne centimeter. Instead of writing dyne centimeter, we can write erg. Instead of writing Newton meter, we can write joule. So these are the units. SI unit means either Newton meter or joule units. Next, whenever it is completed, they will ask dimension formula. So already we wrote work done dimension formula in units and measurement lesson. Now you came to know the formula, therefore directly you can write. What is the dimension formula for force? Work done. F bar or S bar. What is the dimension formula for force? M L e power minus 2. Displacement L. Therefore M L square e power minus 2. This is the dimension formula for work done. M L square e power minus 2. If you forgot force dimension formula, then how to remember? F equal to ma. So m acceleration means L e power minus. Like that you have to remember. But we have to remember force. More number of times it will be coming. M L e power minus 2 into L. So m L square e power minus 2 is the dimension formula for work done. Next up. So in this you will be getting definition of 1 joule. Like in Newton's second law, I think sir might have defined 1 Newton definition. Same like that, 1 joule. Always it will be same. Just we will recall once. F equal to ma. How we will define 1 Newton? 1 Newton, if you want to define, means mass should be 1 kg, acceleration should be 1 meter per second square. So force on an object is said to be 1 Newton. 1 kg mass should move with acceleration of 1 meter per second square. If 1 kg object is moving with 1 meter per second square acceleration, then force acting on that body is said to be 1 Newton. Same like that, we are going to define F bar dot S bar. How we are going to define means 1 joule. If you want to say 1 joule, force should be 1 Newton, displacement should be 1 meter. Means 1 Newton force moves an object through a displacement of 1 meter, then the work done on the object is said to be 1 joule. Understood? So always remaining should be equal to 1. But according to definition, you have to construct the sentence neatly and meaningfully. Okay. So construction of sentence is going for English. So you have to form the sentence correctly. Killed Ravana. Killed Ravana. That is meaningless. So Rama killed Ravana. Same like that. You have to take care about the meaning. Okay. So work done is said to be 1 joule. Work done is said to be 1 joule when 1 Newton force moves an object through a displacement of 1 meter. Isn't it? So that is the definition for 1 joule. Next, different cases. When the work is said to be 0, work done is 0. So they will ask separately in 1 mark. When the work is said to be 0. When the work is said to be 0 means if we have taken this equation W equal to Fs per second. If applied force is 0, first case, I am not applying any force. I am not applying any force means 0. Then 0 into this one, 0. This is first case. Second case, I am applying force, but object is not moving. That is nothing but displacement is 0. Just I am trying to move this board by pulling some force. I am trying to move a wall of the building. I am trying to move a bench. I am trying to move chair. So if chair is not moving, bench is not moving, wall is not moving, then at the time displacement is 0. Whenever displacement is 0, there is no work done. You are sitting and writing. You are sitting and writing means you are not doing any work. Simply you are sitting. There is no displacement for it according to physics. Another one. What is another one means? Cos theta when it is going to be 0, you have to take care. So when it is going to be 0 cos theta, cos 90 equal to 0. Therefore, cos 90 0 means theta value how much? 90. Whenever force and displacements are perpendicular, at the time force is going to be 0. When force and displacements are perpendicular. So where we can give example. So coolie. So in railway station, a coolie is carrying a box on his head. So person carrying a box on his head. He brought up to your home. That is nothing but 5 kilometers. Then box is moved from here to here. This is nothing but displacement. Gravitational force. What is gravitational force? F equal to mg. Gravitational force is acting downwards. At the time, what is the angle? 90 degrees. So the angle between gravitational force and displacement is 90. Then work done by gravitational force, that is nothing but mg. Yes, cos 90. In that force is there, displacement is there, but angle between those two is 90. Therefore, at the time, work is going to be 0. Work is going to be 0 means work done by gravitational force is 0. But this person did work. We didn't do any work. Our physics are said work done is 0. Therefore, I won't give money means he won't accept. He did work, but work done by gravitational force is 0 because he applied force in this direction. Work done by that person is there, but work done by gravitational force is 0. Now, when the force is going to, when the work done is going to be maximum. Now we have seen the case when the work done will be 0. Now we will see the case when the work done will be maximum. Maximum means when cos theta will be maximum. Theta is nothing but cos 0 is nothing but 1. Theta is 0 means both force and displacements are in the same direction. Then we can say work done is maximum. If theta equal to 0, then W equal to Fs cos theta. That is nothing but Fs. Fs is different, F bar dot S bar is different. You should write very carefully. Okay. So Fs is different. So this is nothing but maximum force. When the force is going to become maximum. When the force is work is going to become maximum if both force and displacements are in same direction. When the work is said to be 0, if applied force is 0, but even the applied force is there, displacement is 0. If both are there, angle between force and displacement is 90. In these three cases, work done is 0. When it is maximum work done, if both are in same direction. Both means force and displacement should be in same direction. Another one. Each work done will be negative. So positive we got, 0 we got, maximum we got. Maximum means that is only positive. Can we say work done is negative? So you did negative work done. Isn't it? Is it possible negative work done? So work done will be negative also. When it will be negative means you can check once according to this equation. So cos 0 means 1 you got. Cos 90 means 0 you got. So can we take cos theta? 180. Cos 180. What is cos 180 then? If theta is 180. If theta is 180 means what is the angle? Sorry, what is the direction of F and S? Both should be in opposite direction. Both should be opposite direction means if object is moving like this because of this applied force, backside which force will be acting? And this lesson is over for you. Loss of motion. Backside which force is acting? Frictional force. This object is getting stopped because of this frictional force. If you are applying a toy car like this, any toy car if you have taken. So if you push, gentle push on this. If you push like this, after moving certain distance, it is going to be stopped because of which force? Because of frictional force. Frictional force always it will try to oppose the motion of the object. It will try to reduce velocity. At the time, it will be coming to rest because of this frictional force. Now, what is the direction of the frictional force? So both frictional force and displacements are in opposite direction. Opposite direction means theta value how much? 180. Therefore, work done by F into S into cos 180. Cos 180 value minus 1. Therefore, our equal to minus Fs. Work done also will be negative. When it will be negative means if both force and displacements are in opposite direction. Now you will be having three cases. Work done will be positive, work done will be negative, work done will be 0. Like distance displacement we discussed. Displacement will be 0, displacement will be positive, displacement will be negative. That negative there gives direction. Okay. So this is also work done will be negative. Very, very important. Separately they will ask for one more question. So each work done will be negative. Give example in that case. At the time, work done by frictional force. Work done by frictional force is negative. Work done by gravitational force is 0. If you want maximum work done means both applied force and displacement should be in same direction. So this is the definition of work done and the units and the dimension formula. And when it is definition of 1 joule, very, very important. Define 1 joule they may ask. At that time this one. And when the work done is 0, maximum, and work done will be negative. Next, see one simple problem on the work done. Till now we defined definition, units, and all these we said. So that is the definition of work done and equation. Now we see a simple problem. They give example 6.3. A cyclist come to a skidding. Why I am writing problem on the board means some people may not have textbook. You have textbook directly. You can see on the textbook. You don't need to write the problem. Only solution you can write. So come to a skidding. Stop in 10 meters. So skidding means he is not cycling. It's skidding. That's all. In 10 meters. During this process, the force on the cycle due to the road is 200 newtons and is directly opposite to the motion. Opposite to the motion means displacement and this force applied by the road is both are opposite. Force is 200, displacement is 10 meters. So both are opposite means theta is 180. Then how much work does the road on the cycle? Very simple. W equal to Fs cos theta. So F is 200, S is 10. then cos theta cos 180. So 200 or 220 newtons there. 200 newtons. So therefore 200 into 10, 2000 minus 2000 joules. Correct only? Next, how much work does the cycle do on the road? So that is both are in same direction. Isn't it? Therefore, work done by the cycle on the road. Work done by the cycle on the road. Work done by the cycle on the road. How it will become? It is going to become. So both are going to be perpendicular. So work done by the cycle. Cycle will apply force in downward direction. Therefore, theta is 90. Therefore, work done is going to become 0. Understood? That is simple problem. So N is equal to mg. Like that, cycle is applying some amount of force downwards in this direction. Therefore, theta is going to be 90. Work done is going to become 0. Here, this negative sign indicates, so both are in opposite direction. Okay, that is simple problem. On work done. Next definition is energy. So all these are similar. Work done, energy, power. So all related to work done only. Okay, what is the definition of energy? In your school stages, you might have learned potential energy, kinetic energy, different forms of energy. There you might have got this definition also. So what is the definition of energy means? To do that work, you should have some energy, isn't it? The capacity to do the work is called energy. So both are similar, energy units and work done units. Both will be same. How much capacity you will be having to do that work is called energy. That much energy you are doing. How much work you are doing, that much energy is going to be wasted for, isn't it? So that is the definition of energy. Any energy you will be getting from either potential energy or kinetic energy. You will be getting from the equation of work done. That work done only we are going to write it as either potential or kinetic energy. Different forms of energy. Different forms of energy. So potential energy and kinetic energy. Already you came to know what is the definition of potential energy. In some books it is denoted with U and K or PE, KE they will write. So what is the definition of potential energy? So the energy possessed by object because of its position, by virtue of its position, that is called potential energy. So kinetic energy, the energy possessed by object by virtue of its motion or velocity is called kinetic energy. So what are the examples for potential energy and kinetic energy? If you have taken, so anyone ceiling fan if you have taken, ceiling fan is at some height. So it is having, because of its position, the fan is having some amount of energy. So that is called potential energy. Example we can say. An object we have taken at this height. An object we have taken at this height. An object we have taken at this height. So which is having more potential energy means this one, which is having more height. So we have taken two objects. One is on the ground, one is on the ceiling. So which is having on the ceiling, it will be having more potential energy compared to this. An object is on the ground. At the time potential energy is going to be 0. According to equation we will say later, general answer. So example. So a fruit is hanging from the tree. The hanging fruit of the tree is having which energy means potential energy. Because we know potential energy definition and all that, but which is having potential kinetic energy, we are not in a position to say. Right? Because just the definition we by heart. It should not be like that. So energy possessed by object because of its position. Okay. So that is having potential energy. Water tank, if you have taken water tank with respect to ground, water tank is having some potential energy. First floor is having some potential energy with respect to ground floor. Okay, like that, because of position. Like kinetic energy. So kinetic energy means because of its motion. So on the ground, bus is moving with some velocity. Then bus is having which energy means kinetic energy. So water is flowing on the ground, that is also having kinetic energy. Okay. So sometimes it will be having both the energies. Okay, a body sitting on the tree, then body is having which energy? Potential energy. A body is flying. Whenever body is flying, it will have both kinetic energy and potential energy. Why? Because it is flying at some height. Therefore, it is having both potential and kinetic. An aeroplane is moving. An aeroplane is moving means it will move on the floor, it will move more on the air. Therefore, at the time, it will be having both potential energy and kinetic energy. A bullet fired from the gun. Bullet fired from the gun means at some height it will fire. Therefore, so it will be having both potential energy and kinetic energy. Wicket keeper throwing the ball, all these will be coming under both potential energy, kinetic energy. You can take so many examples like this. So carom board. Carom board, if you have taken coins, those coins will be having which energy? Only kinetic energy. Those are moving on the floor. So those are moving means kinetic energy. Okay. So these are the definition of potential energy, kinetic energy, and examples. Now we will see the equation. First we will see potential energy or kinetic energy. Any equation, this is energy. Energy refers from the work done only you will get. So general definition, according to general definition, we will take work done. That work done only we are calling it as, we are converting it as potential energy. Any energy derivation we will get from work done only. Remember this one blindly. Any energy relation we will do with work done only. We will start now from here till second year. We will find different energies. All energies we will do from work done equation. So potential energy. So when it will be coming means an object we are rising from ground to some height. Up to what height in this place? H. Now displacement is H. This one is moving upwards. So whenever we are moving this one upwards, you have to apply some amount of force. How much force you have to apply means how much gravitational force is acting downwards. Equal and more amount we should apply. Then only it will move upwards. Now an object is moved from A to B, as shown in the diagram. A to B in upward direction. At that time, gravitational force F is equal to mg. Actually, this gravitational force is acting downwards. Then what is the work done definition? W equal to Fs cos theta. F is nothing but here mg. S is nothing but h cos 180. Cos 180 is -1. Therefore, minus mgh. So this one also we are writing it as potential energy minus mgh. This minus is referring, so this object is moving upwards. So this one you can write positive. When means, so this applied force is equal to gravitational force. Applied force is in this direction. Gravitational force is in this direction. At the time, theta is going to become 0. Okay. So you don't need to worry about this negative sign. Understood? This is about potential energy equation. Now we will see kinetic energy equation. See, if h is 0, height, there is no height, then potential is going to become 0. Okay. So under this displacement is also having direction. Generally, upward direction we will take positive, downward direction we will take negative, positive x-axis and the negative axis. Like that also you can. However, you said it will be coming. So you came to know very well. mgh equation is the potential energy. Like the kinetic energy also came to know half mv square. But how that equation came, we will see now. Okay. The next one, kinetic energy. So already we gave the definition, isn't it? Define and derive the equation for kinetic energy they will ask. So definition means the energy possessed by object by virtue of its motion or velocity is called kinetic energy. Already know the equation, but how it came, we are going to derive. So all the equations I told you, energy equations you will be getting from work done. According to work done definition, W is equal to Fs cos theta. Now object is moving in two ways. We can say object is starting from rest. And we are applying some amount of force. In this direction, object is moving. An object covers a displacement S by applying force F. Initially, it is at rest. After moving here, an object is moving from A to B, which is starting at rest. that is nothing but u is equal to 0. After reaching B, its velocity v, it covers the displacement s. In other way, how they will say means, it is starting with velocity u. After reaching here, final velocity is going to become 0. Both will be same. That is your wish. Okay. So now both force and displacements are in same direction. Force is in this direction, displacement also in that direction. Then theta is going to become 0. W equal to Fs cos 0. W is equal to F into S. Because both are in same direction. According to Newton's second law, we can write F is equal to ma because object is having some amount of mass. So according to Newton's second law, F equal to ma. Since we have to write here, since F equal to ma, already you came to know that equation. And W is equal to, so m, this a value. What is acceleration here? What is acceleration means? U v s. You know u v s. Then what is the equation you came to know? Since v square minus u square equal to 2as, and a is equal to v square minus u square by 2s. What is u here? 0. Then a is equal to v square by 2s. v square by 2s. S will be cancelled. Then w is equal to half mv square. This w only we are going to write it as kinetic energy. Now finally see. This W we are writing it as kinetic energy. Half mv square equation we are writing it as kinetic energy. So this is the derivation for kinetic energy. So next we will be getting work energy theorem. Work energy theorem also same like this only, but at the time u also you will take. But now we have taken u as 0 because it is starting from rest. Some people will take this one. Already it is having with some velocity. Final velocity is going to become 0. At the time in place of v, u you will get. But whatever we are getting here, this is velocity only. Okay. So this is the equation for kinetic energy. Here energy units, work done units, both will be same only. Okay. If you have taken potential energy, mgh. If you have taken kinetic energy, k, or simply k of mv square. Just write the units, you will get same. Mass units kg, g units meter per second square, height units meter, kg meter square per second square. This is nothing but m l square t power minus 2. That is equal to joule. This is also same. All will not have unit. Kg meter square per second square. So kg meter square per second square means that is equal to joule. Still, if you want to know means W Newton meter. Newton means, what will write Newton means? Kg meter per second square into meter. That is nothing but kg meter square per second square. Isn't it? So therefore, both energy and work done, both the units will be same. Energy units also joules we will say, or ergs we will say. But other units will be there. So we will discuss about those units also. Okay. So now you got clarity why unit will be same for work and energy. All these energy derivations you got from work done. Therefore, work and energy will be having same units. But always we won't use joules. Always we won't use ergs. Another unit also will be there. Electron volt. EV there is electron volt and calorie or calorie. One banana gives how many calories they will say. Calories means how much energy it is going to give. 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joules. Conversion function. 1 electron volt. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. You have to remember these values. Next, 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 ergs. Otherwise, 1 erg is equal to 10 power minus 7 joules. Both will be same because I already wrote in terms of joules. 1 cal equal to 4 point, in some books they will write 18, 4.2 or 4.18, both will be same. 1 EV, electron volt is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So very, very important this one. After discussing power, again I will come to this EV, electron volt. Okay, so why I am going to come, I will explain there for one more question, is very, very important. But I require power at that time. So after completion of power, again I will recall this. You have to remember. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. And this is joule earth relation. Like 1 Newton equal to how many dynes? 1 Newton is equal to 10 power 7 dynes. Same like that, 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 earths. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Isn't it? 1 kg is equal to 10 cube 1000 grams. Same like that, 1 Newton is equal to 10 power 7 times 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 earths. Okay.